All right. Welcome, man, everybody. Ricardo Hamilton, Crypto Rig Mims. Fired up and excited as always do this Monday night presentation. Man, we're in an exciting time, in the crypto space, in the global economy. We're in this transitory period. It's really an opportunity for those that really take advantage of just what's being built on the blockchain and being part of companies that are on the blockchain early, right? And being a part of especially assets like XRP, which, if you ask me, is one of the most undervalued digital assets on the planet. But one of the top things that we're seeing now and what is taking place across the market is people's ability to get access to crypto, to get access to this infrastructure, to get access to this market, okay? And this is why I built OnlyCrypto. One of the main reasons I built OnlyCrypto, we're gonna go over tonight, but also it's the ability for people to automatically copy trade, okay? Fired up and excited. It's very simple. We call it mirror trading, but essentially it's the same thing. People have the ability to set up an account on an exchange and have their own non-custodial account where they control that. We don't control the funds. They control their funds. But anytime our traders make a trade, their account will make the same exact trades that the trader makes. And it grew from there. It evolved and it's continuing to evolve into something really dynamic, really powerful, really exciting, to where now we have the Academy. We're talking about people learning about blockchain, crypto, trading in DeFi, earning in drops. We're talking about the OnlyCrypto coin, okay, which is going to be power in this ecosystem. The utility coin is going to power the gaming and metaverse side of OnlyCrypto as well. Folks, we got a lot that is being built in this platform. And trust me, a lot of people are unaware of OnlyCrypto. You guys are here first at the beginning, okay? And that says a lot. So I want to go right into the presentation tonight. Make sure you guys like this out, share this out. I appreciate you guys coming to take a look at just what we're doing on the XRP ledger that no company is doing. How we are rewarding people in this digital asset and how people are leveraging professional traders, okay, getting paid or earning while they're learning about this space, blockchain, crypto, trading, and DeFi, and how they're going to benefit from utilizing the OnlyCrypto coin inside of our ecosystem and the value of our ecosystem and everything feeding, itself. So this is the OnlyCrypto presentation, the earn while you learn mirror trading infrastructure. Some people love to call it copy trading, automatic trading, right? But this is the mirror trading infrastructure, education, community, real-time XRP payouts, okay? We do not hold commissions. We do not hold any money at all, ever. Everything's done and paid out in real time to your own wallet. So this is the infrastructure that gives you access to tools and education for the new financial system, okay? And obviously, there's a massive opportunity in the blockchain and crypto space right now. Digital assets is creating one of the greatest wealth technology shifts in modern history. But a lot of people are struggling with understanding it. A lot of people are struggling with, access, and how to move around in this space. A lot of people are struggling with being able to accumulate it, right? Finding out ways that they actually can get paid in this asset, create additional streams in this asset. And one of the major things that a lot of people are having problems with is that they're finding platforms and opportunities in this space, but a lot of them are not trustworthy. A lot of them are crypto Ponzi scams. We're going to talk about that. But this is where infrastructure becomes critical, right? It's still a major opportunity in this space that people need to take advantage of. So the current problem right now in the crypto, marketing space is that there are companies out here that are guaranteeing profits and returns regardless of market conditions. That's always a major red flag. It doesn't work in the traditional financial system and it won't work in the new financial system. There's no way you can guarantee returns regardless of market conditions, but a lot of platforms do that. A lot of platforms say they have this AI arbitrage or AI trading, or they have this bot or something of that nature. And countless companies have collapsed already that have said that they've done that, this automated trading, and it wasn't real. They faked the blockchain. People don't realize that transactions can be faked on the blockchain, right? We've just seen a couple of those companies go down recently. I can just go off the list here. But also another major red flag is that the platform is taking your assets. Members are surrendering control of their assets to the platform, right? It's a major red flag, giving up custody. And of course, a lot of times they have these secret algorithms. It's so complex that the average person really can't understand. But it's like, trust me, bro, just give us your money, right? And we've seen that these platforms typically have unrealistic income expectations and compensation plans. A lot of them, they will pay you more money based on what somebody else puts in. A lot of these are major red flags and indicators that I've learned as I've been in this space for years now. And I've been in this space for years. And unfortunately, some people know this stuff, but they still go to the next program and market the program that looks like the last program. I didn't want to do that. I said, let's create something that is transparent, accountable, and secure. And that's what we're doing with OnlyCrypto, right? And those platforms, they really become unsustainable at some point, and they collapse, right? Because they have no real external revenue. They're able to fake transactions and activity on the blockchain. They're able to fool the marketplace to make it seem like they have real value coming from externally, when really it's internal. They're paying, and nobody really can track it, right? They can't track where the money's going once they put it in the system, because the funds are pooled. It's a centralized fund pooling system. So, they don't necessarily know if a portion of what they're putting in is going out to actually pay somebody who was guaranteed a certain return, right? And then the payout dependency is essentially on new deposits, right? Because obviously if those new deposits stop coming in, new money stops coming in, then you see these collapses take place. So a lot of times there's a lack of operational transparency, no real visibility of trading activity, fund management and platform operations. And then even when there is some degree, it's usually fake, right? Unsustainable promises, unverified infrastructure, and the growth outpaces utility. So marketing and recruitment growth outpaces actual platform utility and adoption, right? That's a lot of, the major hype around the platform. And, unfortunately, a lot of people get excited. We're getting this percentage every single day, and we're making this money every single day, and we haven't had any problems with withdrawals. And even though that company looks and smells like the last company that collapsed, to them, it's not that, because it hasn't collapsed yet, until it collapses. And then it's, we've seen this before, right? So, and they usually collapse, they fail when new user inflow slows and stops. And at some point, these platforms, they reach market saturation. There's a calculation, it's a mathematical thing. They know when they've reached that point, and that's when you start to see issues with withdrawals. You start to see state regulators come after these companies and things of that nature. It's a slow process. Some of them are faster, but it's something that we've seen before, right? But the biggest risk to the general public and to the people is that you're giving up control of your assets, right? Because platforms that are real, you're going to have wins and you're going to have losses, right? But the problem is that when you've given up all control of your assets to the company, because when that company fails, they're not returning what you have in your principal. They're not returning, what you put in or what's left. They're keeping it. Your funds disappear. That's the major risk, right? So we want to do a transparent infrastructure versus these opaque models that we've seen. So traditional high-risk models, centralized and pooled funds, guaranteed or fixed profit promises, limited transparency, hidden and unverified activities, black box system in algorithms, they're taking custody of your assets, very hype-driven marketing, very, very hype-driven in the marketing, and unsustainable rewards structure, right? And most people don't understand comp plans and how things pay out and what comes in, balance sheets and things of that nature. But, with OnlyCrypto, this is what we built. We built an infrastructure model. So members maintain full control over their funds. So you never have to worry about that with OnlyCrypto. We don't give you hype and guarantees of promise and profits in return, because that's not real. This is a real transparent, we have real traders that have real results, wins and losses, right? It's transparent participation infrastructure, visibility into trading activity and performance. You're able to see every single trade that happens, the wins and the losses. You're able to see the P&L. You're able to see all the data is transparent and verifiable and real on the exchange site. This is a non-custodial connectivity model. So we never hold your funds. Your funds sit on your own exchange account. You can deposit, withdraw, stop trading anytime you want. You're in full control, right? The education and ecosystem participation, right? So we want to make sure that we put a valuable education and ecosystem together for people where they're actually earning while they're learning about blockchain. And this infrastructure model that we built is focused on rewarding, members, as opposed to putting them into jeopardy when it comes to their funds, right? So the difference matters. OnlyCrypto was designed around transparency, participation, education, and infrastructure, rather than centralized control and unrealistic promises, right? And so because of that, OnlyCrypto won't have these major marketers, so to speak, that love to promote those programs. And we don't see that massive growth because it's a real transparent platform, right? A lot of times you see the hype is with the other platforms that don't last. So the core thing is here is that members keep control of their funds, okay? You will not be in jeopardy of whatever you put into your exchange account. The company at some point decides to stop allowing you to withdraw. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. So why this matters, it's a major benefit because people want to find solid, transparent, real platforms, and they want to market solid, transparent, and real platforms, and they want to benefit, from those platforms, from the referral program, from the ecosystem, from everything that they have, right? Well, like we said here, you keep full custody of your funds. Trading is visible, right? You're able to see the infrastructure. Everything is transparent. That's the OnlyCrypto difference. The OnlyCrypto provides the infrastructure, like we talked about, that is that transparent, secure infrastructure. So someone says, what is OnlyCrypto, right? OnlyCrypto is a mirror trading, or some people love to call it copy trading, right? Automatic copy trading, mirror trading, crypto education, and real-time XRP payouts, all right? So the mirror trading infrastructure that we have in OnlyCrypto allows you to connect to professional traders and mirror their activity in your own account, okay? The other thing that OnlyCrypto provides is your ability to learn about blockchain, crypto trading, and DeFi, and be able to earn while you learn. Literally, for just going through the education, you're actually earning XRP, fractions of XRP. We're going to talk about that. We have a community network model. So you grow a network, you can earn commissions and participate in leadership rewards. So obviously, when you find a good thing, you want to share it. And when you share it, you get rewarded. Over here in OnlyCrypto, we're going to reward you in real time. Okay, we're going to reward you in real time. We don't hold commissions. We're going to pay you in XRP. Okay, we have rank bonuses and more, which we'll talk about. But this is a non-custodial architecture. Your funds stay in your own exchange account at all times. We do not hold commissions, and we do not hold your funds. Okay, you want to eliminate that risk when you're looking at platforms, right? It's a major risk, especially in this market when we've seen countless platforms, and you can do the research yourself. Tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions of dollars are lost every year to these crypto Ponzi deals. So, excuse me for a second. One thing that we do want to make sure that people understand is that our whole infrastructure is AI, okay? You're going to hear about AI agentic. You're going to hear that term more, right? AI agentic is the AI in the background is doing everything, right? It's tracking the ecosystem activity. It's in processing the data that we have in the back office intelligently. It's enhancing the user experience, okay? It's a smarter in regards to the ecosystem. And when it comes to payouts and everything else, when it comes to commissions paying out, when it comes to membership dues coming in, right? Handles all that on the back end, making sure everything is functioning properly, right? So this is like structured intelligence, AI run in the background. And it's also automated backend workflows, and it's very scalable and has great performance. So the AI is literally 24/7 working in the background to make sure that the whole platform is functioning properly, right? So that's good to know, right? Because you want to know that you're dealing with the best when it comes to the technology, when it comes to the backend, when it comes to the system. You're dealing with the cream of the crop when you're looking at what we built with OnlyCrypto and the AI agentic infrastructure that we have. So how do people take advantage of, what we're going to talk about, right? It's a membership model, right? It's a membership model where you gain access to the ecosystem, to the academy, to the platform infrastructure, right? You're going to have the ability to connect to a professional trader, choose from experienced traders through private mirror trading connectivity, right? You get to customize your strategy. So you decide, how much goes into your account. We recommend $100. Start out with $100. Other platforms want you to put in your whole 401k so they can run off the bank with it, right? But no, start off with $100, start out with $10 a trade, right? Get familiar with the system, participate, go through the academy, right? That we have, engage in the community and earn drops, earn the fractions of XRP for getting educated and build a long-term position, leverage the ecosystem, leverage the education, leverage the traders, leverage, everything that we have coming and that is already here on this platform. So when it comes to the membership, we have two membership options, right? We have the $99 a month And this is built for individuals to start, beginning process. Like they just kind of want to test it out. They want to follow one trader, and they want to at least put themselves in position to benefit at, in some capacity in the rewards program, maybe a little bit in the drops, and also in the education that we have. So the $99, Explorer membership, somebody just wants to take a look at what we got going on and, follow a particular trader. Right now, the $249 is where all the massive value and opportunity is in the OnlyCrypto membership, right? So it's built for serious participants looking to maximize the ecosystem access, right? So you're going to be able to follow up to 3 traders at a time. You're going to get full academy access. And let me tell you, this academy is next level. AI interactive academy, where you can, earning fractions of XRP for just going through the academy, and earning drops, right, for participating in the education model. Even our weekly training sessions. We just had our Sunday night weekly training session just yesterday at 8 p.m., but it's normally at 7. We had it at 8. And those who attended class actually earned drops. They actually were getting paid in their back office drops for attending class, which are fractions of XRP. So it's a really earn while you learn platform. That's really what we're building here. And then we also, with that membership, give you funnels and marketing tools and materials to help you actually get paid from growing the ecosystem, creating additional stream of income by helping people, connect to the professional traders through the automatic copy trading, rare trading, right? From being able to, provide the full academy access and their ability to earn. So we really have a great a model, and we've provided funnels and marketing tools to help people grow and share what we have. And of course, with that $249 membership, you're going to have, access to future incentives and enhanced rewards as well. So when it comes to the one part of the OnlyCrypto membership, let's talk about the academy. Okay, the OnlyCrypto Academy is huge. It's one of my favorite aspects of OnlyCrypto because the market for people that need to get educated on blockchain and crypto is massive. We have young people, old people, doesn't matter. Everybody needs to learn about this stuff right now. And I don't know any other platform that's rewarding people to get educated on it, right? Not into the capacity that we are, especially on the XRP ledger, right? So the OnlyCrypto Academy, you're going to learn blockchain fundamentals. You're going to learn how blockchain technology works, why it matters in the modern financial system. You're going to learn about cryptocurrency education, understanding digital assets, market cycles, wallets, exchanges, and ecosystem participation. You're going to learn about trading and marketing education. So you're going to learn trading concepts. You're going to learn market structure, risk awareness, and market behavior. You're going to learn some DeFi, right? We're going to explore a little bit of DeFi and digital finance, exploring digitalized finance, digital economies, and evolving infrastructure, financial infrastructure, and also ecosystem and technology trends. So you're going to understand emerging technologies that are shaping the future of finance and digital participation. So it's one of those things where, this membership is going to reward you while you're learning. So a little short video we created here, learn, earn, and accumulate.
What if learning could reward you? Complete lessons. Earn XRP drops. For learning. Learn, earn, accumulate. Earn while you learn. Start your journey.
Earn while you learn. Start your journey. OnlyCrypto. I think it's truly next level for people's ability to learn about blockchain and cryptocurrency and actually earn in the process. I wish when I went to school, they paid me to kind of learn and graduate. I probably would have graduated with much better grades, right? But I mean, so somebody's saying, well, what are we getting paid in? What are we earning while we're learning? You're earning fractions of XRP, what they're called drops, okay, in the ecosystem. So you're earning drops for going through the education, for logging in, for engaging in the community, for coming to class, for just being consistent on the platform. Drops are earned in multiple ways. There are a lot of different ways that you earn drops, and these drops add up because they're fractions of XRP. And these drops are sent to your wallet, and you can do what you want with them, right? It's real digital assets that you are receiving for going through the academy. Okay, so we want to reward members actively participating in the future of blockchain education, digital finance, and more. Okay, so here you can see a screenshot of what it looks like in the back office as you accumulate drops. You accumulate 10,000 drops. You can have them sent to your wallet. And understand something about XRP, massively undervalued right now, massively undervalued digital asset. As XRP rises in value, those drops are going to be more valuable. Okay, think about Bitcoin with Satoshis. You know, at one point, Bitcoin was $100 or $1,000 and less. And look where Bitcoin is now. And those Satoshis are worth a whole lot more money. So, you know, being able to get paid in this digital asset, you know, for going through education is huge. So logging into your back office, your earning drops. Passing quizzes in the class, your earning drops. Completing lessons, your earning drops, and more. So it's really the premier way to earn while you learn. And of course, we talked about the funnels that we have to help you share this academy, to help you share the ecosystem and platform, to help you share the ability to copy trade automatically, you know, follow these traders that we have and more traders that are coming. So we also have, like I said, those built-in funnels, right? And so how are members really participating in earning? You know, obviously you have the membership, but we want to build a dynamic ecosystem where people are creating additional stream of income as well from sharing the membership. So ecosystem participation, earn rewards through community growth and ecosystem expansion, drops reward, accumulate XRP-based drops through educational activity and platform participation, professional trader connectivity, so participate in the markets through non-custodial mirror trading infrastructure, right? And community and network growth. So share an ecosystem and participate in the platform community-driven growth model. And of course, when you share this membership, all right, the starter membership pays a direct referral commission of $10 in XRP. That's paid to you in real time. You share this membership with somebody gets to start a membership, they want to follow a trader, you're going to get $10 in XRP in real time. And that's for every single month they renew that membership. You share with somebody and they get the pro membership. All right. You're going to get $50 paid to you in real time in XRP every single month that person renews their membership. And that's unlimited. No matter how many people you share it with, that's what you're going to get. Now, we also made it more dynamic because we wanted to reward people who were building an ecosystem, right? Helping build inside of OnlyCrypto. And so when they shared it with other people and those people shared it with other people down to their 7th level, when somebody purchases the starter membership on your 2nd to 7th level, you're going to get $7 paid to you in real time in XRP. So we're going to have people here, and we have people that are getting paid in their sleep, essentially because they've shared it with somebody who shared it with somebody else. And maybe they were sleeping at that time, but they still got fractions of, they still got paid in XRP, $7 worth for their starter membership. And same thing for the pro membership, right? Down to your 2nd to 7th level, there are other people that you shared it with who are sharing it with other people. You're going to get $17 paid to you in real time in XRP on those levels. We also added dynamic compression. So we wanted to reward our builders, people who are active, right? So, and if there's ever an inactive member in the organization, instead of that commission not getting paid out, it's actually going to get paid to the person above them that is active. So we definitely want to make sure that our members that are sharing and building and active get paid, right? And then we wanted to make sure that we wanted to go bigger, okay? We wanted to really make it, really exciting, and we wanted to make it to where people can get paid to infinity death. So it no longer stops at your 7th level. We have the infinity bonus where now you can actually get paid on your whole organization to infinity death. You get paid $10 per member beyond your level 7, okay? So you can imagine as time goes on, as more and more people are taking advantage of the academy, the mirror trading, and everything else that we have in this ecosystem, right? There are going to be more people that just keep sharing, and you can have people even on your 13th level. You don't even know these people, but you're getting paid on them, right? So we do have that infinity depth model. We also have rank bonuses, right? So another way that we want to pay and reward our members who are growing this ecosystem is give them some rank bonuses paid in XRP. If you have an organization of 250 active members, we're going to give you a bonus of $1,000 worth of XRP. If you have an organization of 500 active members, okay? And remember, it's not you just sharing it with 500 or 100 people. It's your organization, right? We're going to give you a bonus of $2,500 worth of XRP, right? If you hit that chairman rank, 1,000 active members in your organization, it's a $5,000 bonus worth in XRP. And so we also, of course, take care of our traders. If any trader really looks at how we pay in OnlyCrypto, it is the premier way to monetize their trading skills without having to change anything else that they're doing, right? And so we reward our traders. The traders actually get paid from the exchange where they're earning up to 20% off the profits of every single one of their followers when they close out a positive trade. We're actually paying our traders $10 in XRP per follower that they have in real time. Every single month, those members renew their membership. And they're also getting paid from our ecosystem rewards program. The traders themselves have their own referral link that they can put out there and say, hey, you have the ability to now follow my trades. Here's the link. They purchase the membership. The trader is also benefiting from the ecosystem rewards program, just like the members, right? So this infrastructure that we built is very lucrative for traders, very, very lucrative for traders without having to change anything that they're doing, right? And so if you are someone who knows a great trader and you refer them to OnlyCrypto, and they have people that are following their trades, we want to reward you. So it's another way we're going to pay you, where you can actually get paid in XRP for every follower that they get. So it equates to $1 in XRP for every follower. So you bring a trader to the platform, they have 100 people following their trades. You know, you made an extra $100 in XRP, you know, just for bringing that trader on. But if they have 500 followers, you made an extra $500 a month paid to an XRP, right? So sometimes you don't even, you know, in our platform, you don't even have to have a membership to actually do that. You can actually join for free, recommend a trader. The trader joins OnlyCrypto and has followers. You're going to get paid in XRP for every follower that they get. I mean, that's exciting to me. So now, you know, we had phase 1 and now we're in phase 2. And we announced the Ascension Rewards Program. So I'm going to play a little short video on the Ascension Rewards Program and, you know, get more into that here.
Every milestone matters. Every achievement is rewarded. Every step brings you closer to the next level. Welcome to Ascension Rewards.
So the Ascension Rewards Program essentially is, hey, we want to continue to reward and help people, you know, grasp the magnitude of what we have in the OnlyCrypto ecosystem in the process. And so what we've done is we've given people the ability to earn prizes, products, right? So build, grow, ascend. The OnlyCrypto Ascension Rewards Program was designed to reward members for helping grow the ecosystem and reaching major community milestones. As members expand their organization and increase the ecosystem participation, they unlock the ability to choose between premium rewards and XRP-based rewards options. So people hit these rewards. They don't have to take the laptop. They don't have to take the iPad. They don't have to take the trading setup or the Ledger Nano wallet. They actually can just take the payment in XRP as well. But we wanted to, you know, create something that was pretty exciting early on as people are building, where they're actually receiving something, you know, in addition to what they're already getting paid throughout the program. And, you know, let me say something about the Ascension Rewards Program. It doesn't stop here, folks. You guys are here at the beginning, okay? This company is going to blow up, you know, and we're having a massive growth right now. And we're in regards to building in the back end, we're already working on the coin. We're working on the metaverse, the game right now that's going to be benefiting from the coin. We're going to kind of go into that, give you guys a little inside information there. But major things are coming to the platform. You guys are here at the beginning, but there will be a point where, you know, people will have the ability to earn trips and watches and, you know, luxury bags and things of that nature as the ecosystem grows. But starting out, we definitely wanted to reward people who are taking this seriously, you know, who are taking this opportunity to really build wealth in this digital asset XRP, you know, take advantage of the crypto futures market and follow these professional traders and get educated, right? And help others get educated. We want to make sure that we are taking care of the people. So in regards to the compensation plan, somebody said, well, how much can I make? I take OnlyCrypto serious. You know, I love what you guys got going on and I want to market this. You know, I want to take advantage of the funnels you put in place. And I want to really help people, you know, either get the education or follow the traders or whatever it is. Well, let's say you sign up, you know, 10 pro members, right? You want to take advantage of the academy or whatever. At just 10 people, that's an extra $500 a month paid to you in real time in XRP. You know, that's a highlight to me. I like to keep reminding myself and other people that you're getting rewarded in a digital asset, XRP, which is massively undervalued. So as XRP rises in value, that XRP that you were rewarded actually rises in value as well. And it could be a lot more money to you than what you were actually paid at that moment. So if you have 50 pro members, obviously we're talking about $2,500 a month. You share it with 50 people that are taking advantage of the academy and mirror trading and more. And that's just direct commissions, right? That's just the direct commissions from who you've personally shared it with. So we give you some examples, right? So let's say you shared it with your organization, right? Let's say you might have shared it with 10 people or 50 people, but you have 200 members in your organization, right? Well, at a 200 member organization, you'll be looking at around $8,000 to $12,000 per month paid to you in real time in XRP. Okay, that's huge. All right, and 200 members in your organization is not, for some people, it's not a lot. It's not a big number. Especially in this space, when you have a real product, real transparency, a real ecosystem, right? $8,000 to $12,000 is what you'll be looking at a 200 member organization paid to you in real time in XRP. But obviously, you won't stop there, right? Because sometimes when you have something going, you could start it and stop it, and it's going to take a life of its own, right? And so you have some people who do that. And so let's say their organization grows to 500 members. Well, they got 500 members in their organization. They're going to get that $2,500 bonus in XRP, and they're probably going to be making around somewhere about $20,000 per month, in XRP paid to them in real time. So that gets really attractive, really exciting, and then when you're here at the beginning with automatic copy trading, with the academy that we have, with the gaming education platform, and everything else, that's coming, it's really a fantastic opportunity for those who are here at the beginning, right? And then, of course, you have that 1,000-member organization. You're going to get that $5,000 bonus in XRP, and you'll be making around $40,000 a month with that amount of members in your organization, right? Potential possible income. So, folks, I don't know what your number is, but it's definitely can be done here, and it's done in XRP. Okay, so we're growing, we're building, right? It's getting better as time goes on. So we have blockchain education, we have digital asset participation, we have this community growth driven model, we have this AI infrastructure that's working in the back end to make sure everything's functioning properly. We have this ecosystem rewards and drops, rank bonuses, XRP rewards from the ecosystem rewards program, and then just long-term digital positioning, just having that position and being early, right, is going to change a lot of people's lives, especially when it comes to these digital assets, right? So let's talk about the OnlyCrypto coin, okay, which I'm really excited about because I know where this platform is going. I understand the tokenomics, I understand the ecosystem, and I understand being early. And so let me play another short little video on the OnlyCrypto coin, and we're going to go into that.
Real ecosystems need real utility. Education, participation, rewards, one ecosystem, one community. The OnlyCrypto coin.
The OnlyCrypto coin, folks. This utility coin is for the ecosystem, and it's more than a token, right? The OnlyCrypto token is designed as a functional part of a broader ecosystem, not just a speculative asset. It helps reward participation, support platform infrastructure, and create meaning utility across the community. By aligning members' incentives with long-term growth, right, the token helps strengthen the engagement while reinforcing the foundation for a more sustainable digital economy. Okay, OnlyCrypto, this platform that we're building, this token is the driver. It's going to benefit from the driving and the growth of the platform, right? So the OnlyCrypto token economy designed around utility, participation, and ecosystem growth. The OnlyCrypto token is developed with mechanisms intended to support long-term ecosystem participation, liquidity growth, and expanded utility within the platform, right? So what we have here is we have future yield and deployment strategies to give value to this coin. So future ecosystem treasury and liquidity deployment initiatives may be explored to help strengthen the ecosystem infrastructure and long-term participation utility. We have a strategic buyback and burn model. So the ecosystem is being designed with future mechanisms where portions of company-generated trading activity may be used for token buybacks, supply reduction initiatives, and ecosystem support activities. We also have liquidity pool development, right? So a portion of ecosystem revenue may be allocated towards liquidity pools designed to support ecosystem stability, trading accessibility, and long-term infrastructure. And one of the major components is that membership growth and expansion model. As the ecosystem grows through memberships, so understand that people are going to take advantage and get, help grow this platform by helping people get this membership to access all the benefits, right? The traders and everything else. Influencers are going to join in the community participation. A portion of the platform revenue from memberships is intended to support the token ecosystem infrastructure and the liquidity initiatives, right? So the traders are helping, people come to the ecosystem. The members are helping people come to the ecosystem and more. And as the company grows, as those memberships are shared and purchased, that adds value to the coin, okay? And people's ability to pay in OnlyCrypto coin for memberships and more, right? So ecosystem utility and vision, membership discounts and incentives are going to be part of the incentives and the vision of the utility for this coin. Event and ecosystem access, community participation benefits, future ecosystem integrations, reward and incentive structures, and utility across expanding platform services. So this is the internal ecosystem coin. This coin has utility, and the value will be represented by the growth in the company, right? So long-term vision, the goal is to create a token ecosystem connected to education. It's connected to the infrastructure. It's connected to participation, community expansion, and the long-term utility of the coin. So the OnlyCrypto token is designed to support the whole ecosystem, essentially, that we have, right? So every area and aspect, when it comes to the academy, people are going to be able to earn OnlyCrypto tokens as well. When it comes to rewards model, people will be able to earn OnlyCrypto token as well. When it comes to paying for memberships or paying for other things that will be added to the platform, when it comes to the game, okay, that's all going to be done in OnlyCrypto coin, okay? So very excited. We're not talking about the game too much right now, but understand it's being developed. All right. And it's going to be an educational game. You're going to be learning about blockchain trading, DeFi, and more in this game. Okay. Where you're going to be able to earn these digital rewards in the process. So we're growing, we're expanding. We have vision. We have the infrastructure needed to grow and to be successful. So the future of digital ecosystems is increasingly being powered by community-driven blockchain infrastructures. And that's what we have. The growth of this asset, the growth of this platform is a community-driven platform. And the OnlyCrypto token is being developed to support that future, right? To support this community. So, like I said, folks, we started out in March. Okay, in May, we ended our promotion for founding members. Okay, now we're in June, and we're in phase 2, and we announced the drops rewards. We announced the Ascension rewards program, and we also announced the coin. And phase 3 is full integration of the coin into the whole ecosystem and everything else that we've talked about, in addition to the Ascension rewards program and more. So it gets really exciting, folks. We are just getting started. You guys are here early at the beginning. People are excited about the ability to automatically copy trade, mirror trade professional traders. People are excited about the ability to earn while they're learning about blockchain, crypto trading, and DeFi. People are excited about the utility of the OnlyCrypto coin and the value of that coin as the company performs better. And so more people are asking, well, how do you get started? Very simple. Once again, you're going to choose a membership, either the 99 or the 249. You're going to activate your account, right? And you're going to connect to a trader, right? If that's what you want to do. Some people just want to take advantage of the education. But you definitely have the ability to take advantage of the automatic copy trading, mirror trading as well. Link your exchange account and select your trader that you want. Set your parameters, right? Start small, right? You're in full control of this. You can take out when you want, deposit when you want, start trading when you want, stop trading what you want. You can even take your own trades if you want, right? You have that full control. Your funds are never at risk in regards to the company holding your assets, right? And of course, the ability to share this. This platform so early, the value that we have, you can share this and get paid and XRP. And you never know who knows who and who you share it with. And they're actually looking for something like what we've built. Because there are a lot of people that are tired of the crypto Ponzi scams. They're tired of the guaranteed, regardless of market condition, 1% platforms. Literally, we're at the point now where a lot of people just won't even touch them. Doesn't matter how much hype they have, how fancy it looks. We know what it is because we've seen this before, right? So this is the vision, building beyond the hype. OnlyCrypto was created with a vision centered around transparency, education, infrastructure, long-term ecosystem participation within the evolving digital economy, right? So we chose real infrastructure instead of hype. There's a lot of companies that are coming out right now and that have been out and hype and they're not around anymore, right? So we're building a real ecosystem infrastructure designed for long-term scalability and participation. We chose education instead of speculation, right? Helping people understand blockchain, crypto, digital finance, and these emerging technologies, right? We chose transparency instead of hidden systems, right? We're promoting visibility. We're promoting accountability. We're promoting the user control participation model, right? And we also are promoting community instead of isolation. We're creating a collaborative ecosystem built around participation, growth, and shared expansion. Participation instead of passivity. We're encouraging people to learn about this space. Don't just plug into a platform and just trying to make money. No, plug into this platform and put yourself in position to create generational wealth and understanding how that wealth is being created from this infrastructure. Learn about blockchain, crypto, trading, DeFi. Put yourself in position to be the one who knows what they're doing and not just benefiting and getting lucky from joining something, right? Long-term positioning instead of short-term excitement. And that's what a lot of these platforms rely on. So we're focused on sustainable infrastructure and future digital participation opportunities, right? So final message, OnlyCrypto was not built around hype. It's not built around guarantees, and we're not built around unrealistic promises. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people join companies for the hype. A lot of people join companies for the guarantees. A lot of people join companies for unrealistic promises. We built this around transparency, education, long-term ecosystem participation. We built this infrastructure for those that are tired of getting scammed, losing money, and actually want to be a part of a real ecosystem that gave them access to tools and infrastructure in this new digital economy and put them in position to win. So if that's you, you're going to love what we have. You're going to love to be a part of OnlyCrypto. You're going to love to build with us and take this thing to the next level and share with other people. But if it's not, well, good luck on your endeavors and your journeys. Definitely look out for the red flags in this space because there's a lot of red flags and there's a lot of companies that look like companies that have already collapsed. And we've seen a couple of them collapse recently. So we just want to help people capitalize on this space without exposing themselves to risk. So with that being said, fired up and excited as always. Ricardo Hamilton, Crypto Rick, Mims, making it make sense. I'm going to catch you guys on the next Monday night live presentation. Everybody have a good night. Get back to the person that shared this video with you and get started on OnlyCrypto. All right, everybody, have a good night. Peace.